Hey, what's happening? Hope you're doing well. It's a good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching this. So, with balancing the triad of body, mind, spirit, you'll often hear me say that spirit is the missing component for a lot of people. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean religion, although for many it is. Now, with spirit here, we break it down into personal spirituality, communal spirituality, and environmental spirituality. Let's kind of focus a little bit on spiritual, which, make sure I got the title right, exploring personal spirituality, connecting with your values and morals. And I was going through and kind of preparing for the video, because I did do a blog post on this, which I'll leave a link down below if you want to read the whole thing. It was kind of made me thinking that maybe personal spirituality is the whole cornerstone of one of the main aspects of foundation for balance in the triad. Because if you're trying to improve your health on all levels there, if you don't believe you can do it, it's not going to happen. Or if it's not important to you, it's not valued to you, you're not going to follow through with it either. But so let's go and dive in and we'll see how that kind of ties in. So personal spirituality, what exactly is it? It's kind of taking a deep dive, a personal journey into yourself. It's a deep dive, it's introspective. It's to understand who you are at a deep level. Establishing your meaningful connections, your beliefs, your values, your morals, your principles, what you stand for, which we're all going to cover here. It's kind of figuring all that out. And probably the foundation cornerstone of this is self-connection. It's connecting to yourself. It might sound a little simplified, but yeah, it's learning who you are and not be the heart of it. It's going in, figuring out self-discovery, and understanding yourself on a profound level. And one of the places, the way to do this, you can do it through meditation, through journaling, and sometimes it's just sitting, simply taking a moment back and doing some reflection. A lot of times this happens through quiet time, to be alone with your thoughts and figure out where things are going, what's happening. And if you have a challenge being alone with your thoughts, that's letting you know it's a major red flag. There's some work to do. What's the reason for it? What's the reason you can't sit alone with your thoughts? Where did thoughts go? What's triggering them? A lot of work to do. Completely different topic in video. But self-reflection, getting connected to yourself. So with that, you can learn your values, which are your core principles and ideas that you hold dear. They might be simply kindness, honesty, empathy, variety of aspects in there. And through personal spirituality and through the self-connection, you get to kind of explore and define what your values are. And your values help you make decisions. They navigate life. And it's normally consistent with your deepest beliefs. So again, if you believe in kindness, you're normally going to treat others fairly well. And hopefully that includes yourself at the same time. Now, along with values is morals. This is kind of dealing with, okay, making sure my mouse went here on the computer disappeared on me. So morals go along with values, and these are kind of ethical ideas and actions. They was making sure it's the moral compass. You got your values, what your beliefs, but values kind of go on top of that through self-reflection and continuous learning. You're going to figure out what it is, which ones you have, which ones you don't have. But with morals, you get your values there, morals come up, and they help to guide, make sure that your actions are aligning with your values. So you got your values, but are you doing things that coincide with them? Hoping that kind of made sense there. You got your values and morals, they work together with each other. In between values and morals, you're going to help to figure out what it is you stand for. So it's not just knowing what your values are, but living them. And there's going to be certain ideas that you're going to believe in that you want to kind of champion through. It's how sometimes you make an impact in the world. And sometimes it's just the world around you, the people around you. Again, this goes back to what do you believe in? What do you stand for? So, there. And it kind of, when you have an idea of what you stand for, it kind of empowers you to define your purpose, and you can live in accordance with that. And again, this goes back to, if you believe this way, does that carry over to all aspects of your life? So maybe in business and friendship, you treat people this way. But when it comes to health, do you treat yourself the same way? So it's trying to realize this covers all aspects. Now, also on the flip side of that is also understanding what is it you stand against. Because there's going to be some things that kind of come up that with your values and morals, your beliefs, they're not going to, it's like, this doesn't work. And it's understanding to take a step back, go away from those things, or even sometimes try to, I don't want to use the word fight, but you can definitely go against them. And this sometimes you find in social media anymore. There used to be a time when we can go through, if there's something we didn't agree with, we didn't like, we could simply turn, walk away, and ignore it. No big deal. That seems to be in today's age. We have to purposely go out of our way. Now, a lot of people purposely go out of their way to make a big deal and say, I don't believe this, I think you're wrong. And hey, we're allowed to have different opinions. but it's still going through and realize what is you believe stand for, what is you stand against. And when you understand those, it kind of helps you to maintain your authenticity and integrity. So overall, when it comes to personal spirituality, just realize it's a deep introspection within yourself. And you can realize, well, if you understand your values, your morals, what you stand for, what you stand against, how that affects not just your general life, but your health overall. Because if you have certain values that you need to be healthy, you're going to take actions to follow through with that. And there's times you can go through and say, yeah, my health's important to me, but look at your actions. Are they doing that? Are you taking the steps to go through and make sure you're eating better? Are you starting to get exercise? Are you exercising your mind? Are you spending quiet time to yourself? Are you working yourself on all levels? And if you're not, if you say one thing and you're doing something else, you're inauthentic. Might take some time to sit down and start figuring out whether you want to do journaling, meditation, quiet time, reflection, realize what's going on, what takes place. When you find those answers and realize the reason you want to make some changes, to realize you do what you do, and then you're going to have a core foundation of your spirituality, and you know who you are. I'm hoping all that kind of made sense. I might have rambled a little bit. I'm probably pretty sure I rambled a little bit, but I'm hoping to get the gist of that and realize it's a pretty important thing to take care of. And you work in your spirit, it actually helps out with your mind and body as well. So that's what I got for you today. And I'll go and leave a link to my Facebook group. There's some training there. And for this one here, let's go with 5 minutes of quiet time experience. That's one of the little things I had in the group there that might be able to help you along this route. So there's other trainings in there as well, but anyways, I'll leave that in the description. Have yourself a great rest of the day. I'll catch you in the next video. So take care. Balancing to you.